And we got Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers coming up at Oracle to take on Golden State. And I know he does this all the time, but it's still pretty impressive when Steph Curry does this pregame from off the court. Anyway, we're Studio J. Ernie Johnson, Shaq's here, Isaiah Thomas is here, Tracy is here. A lot of love in the studio. The game you just saw swung in the third quarter when Chicago outscored Miami 33-8 with Derrick Rose playing about 20 minutes. Come from 19 down at the half and win it 89-78, snapping a little two-game losing streak. They got Philadelphia, Brooklyn, and Atlanta to finish the season. Miami, meantime, has lost 5 out of 6 and 8 of 11. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
I think you might be right.
I just don't think. I mean, I think that loss really hurt. Here are the numbers. The tail of the tape on that third quarter. 33-8, 3 for 22 shooting, and just one assist on those 3 made buckets. The team that really loves these standings is the Atlanta Hawks because Cleveland's 2, Chicago is 3. They would have to meet in the conference semifinals rather than have the Hawks face one of those in the conference semis, assuming they get through the first round. And Miami in the 10-hole, 44 losses now. Boston and Brooklyn are up there, and even though Miami would win tiebreakers over those 2, they lose the tiebreaker to the Pacers. I don't know. I think it's asking a lot to make up that ground here down the stretch, especially the way Boston and Brooklyn have been playing in the second half.
Yeah, those 2 teams are playing really well. They're clicking on all cylinders, and then with Brooklyn, they have 3 former All-Stars in terms of Lopez, who's playing well.
He's playing
Joe
lights
Johnson,
out.
D. Will, now he's playing well again. And in Boston right now, they're young, they're energetic. Since the trade, Isaiah Thomas is playing well. So and I think they're really starting to gel down in Boston with their young, energetic, athletic team. So I think Miami's going to have a very difficult time leapfrogging over Brooklyn and also Boston.
Boston's got the 3rd best record in the Eastern Conference since the All-Star break at 16-11. Indiana's 14-10 behind them. Brooklyn is 15-11. Wow. And those are the teams that Miami now is trying to catch with only 3 games left, Shaq.
Yeah, tough loss tonight. They came out in the first half. They had great energy. I was like, hey, somebody must have gave a speech. But T-Mac, alluded to it earlier. 2 halves, second half, not a lot of energy, not a lot of Michael Beasley. Tough loss tonight. I have to agree with you, Ernie. Might be done for Miami.
Not even Glory Road can save them now?
No. Not Haskins.
Nothing. All right.
Shed.
Meantime, Western Conference action coming up next. Portland at Golden State. And you talk about matchups in the playoffs and do you want to play these guys? Do you want to play these guys? We asked LaMarcus Aldridge about that. I mean, you try to handicap the Western Conference playoffs at this point. You absolutely cannot because too much can happen. All we know is Golden State is 1 and Dallas is 7. Those are the only things in concrete at this point. But look at those records and how close they are and how, things can just change. Portland knows it'll be a top 4 team as a division winner, but they might open up on the road in the playoffs against a 5 seed with a better record.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right. In the Western Conference, you really can't pick your poison, so to speak. Now, if Portland was playing in the East, they definitely would, say, well, we want to play this team or play that team. But in the West right now, every team is good. Every matchup is going to be a nightmare of a matchup. So you really just have to focus and really take care of your business.
T-Mac, who's the favorite in the West right now?
San Antonio.
I think they are rolling right now.
They're rolling right now. A team that's been back-to-back finals. They know how to win. And at this point of the season, they're my favorites.
Golden State is 64-15, or they're 63-15. Do you feel as strongly about Golden State now as you did earlier in the season?
Yes, I do, because I don't want to use the word perfection, but they've maintained close to perfection. Every now and then they'll have a bad game, but they always bounce back like they've been in the league 10, 15 years. I know he walked into a great situation, but, he's, giving them a little lift, and they're playing well. And that's why Steph Curry is my MVP.
They have lost their last 2 games, which ties their longest losing streak of the season. Golden State has not lost 3 games in a row all season long, trying to avoid that tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers. It is just about game time. It is time to head out to Oakland. That's just where the Warriors play.